Hey there Facebook, it is Vanessa here again, your motivational speaker, trainer and head coach from Live, Love, Give, and I'm coming to you. It's the morning of the final day here at Date with Destiny in Florida, and I'm pumped for today. Today, if you can't hear, I've already lost my voice, but I'm sure it's going to be completely gone after today, because I remember back, today is what we call integration day, and we take everything that we've uncovered, discovered, changed, shifted, all of it, and we really integrate it into the body, through our physiology, in every single way. And it was really funny yesterday. We really focused on our values and discovering what they were, and also our mission statement, so really our purpose in life. And because of today, like the integration day that I did back in 2013, I thought, I've done this before, and I actually fully remembered word for word my actual purpose and mission at the time back in 2013 when I really did this for the first time. And so I know this process works incredibly well. We really integrate it, and it's a lot of repetition today, really putting it into our nervous system, but it's so worth it, when you can build that certainty around the stuff that really matters in your life, in terms of what are you here for. What is life about for you? What are you going to do? What are you going to contribute? What are you going to experience? What are you going to share? Like all of those powerful things. It's really amazing to have that integrated, because it becomes your absolute filter in your life. I hope you guys can hear me. Let me know if you can't, because there's a lot of music going on in the background, but should have probably asked that earlier. But and I just wanted to share, I just had just got in a cab actually this morning coming to today's event, and I was talking to the cab driver about what we were doing, and he was he wanted to know about the event and whatnot, and he was like, how much sleep have you been having? And I said, literally been getting to bed at like 4:30 in the morning, and getting up at like 8 a.m. and so it's little to no sleep, and it's on the 6th day today. And he's like, how do you even do that? And I thought it was a really great thing to talk to you guys about, because ultimately how you do it, like what I love about this event and Tony Robbins events in general really, is that he teaches you, he shows you how much you're capable of, not only on the emotional, spiritual, mental level, but also on the physical. And I really do believe that when we focus on the stuff that actually really matters, like we're beyond the surface level, our surface level everyday existence, where we're like, I'm tired, or I'm hungry, or all the rest of it. And we actually get beyond that, like where our focus is on the stuff that actually drives us forward, that moves us forward, that pushes the needle of our lives, beyond measure. And that is really one of the major gifts I think that this event gives to us, to be able to live in a peak emotional state throughout your life. Like that is the most incredible gift, and that's what every single one of the 5,000 participants at this event have done for almost an entire week. And I can't wait to bring more of this, like outside of the event. Maybe a little extra sleep, maybe it's not quite sustainable, but definitely, just bringing the energy, bringing a peak emotional state, no matter how tired you are, no matter how emotionally drained you are, no matter what, no matter how hungry you are, no matter how little sleep you've had, and how tight, like my calves are killing me, my feet are killing me, because we're constantly jumping around and dancing, and your body's not used to it. And I think it's a real great reminder and wake-up call to really get amongst life, and not just have to be in an event to play life full out. Bring that energy to the rest of your world, and that's what I'm going to be working on after today, and going back to the real world and heading back home to Australia tomorrow. So I really want to ask, let me know guys if you have any questions. What else can I share with you? So we discovered our purpose and mission. Just that was really fascinating, that exercise, because really what we did, I mean, the whole week has been building up to that moment of discovery of what your purpose is, you know, what are you here to do, what life means to you. And so we went, Tony Robbins took us through a visualization and like closed eye visualization, sort of guided process. And, you know, and then straight after it, we all just wrote from the heart, like from tapping into what really matters. And I didn't come across anybody who wasn't able to do that. And what surprised me was so many of us spend our entire lives around the question of what's my purpose, you know, what's my mission, what am I here to do? And we beat ourselves up so much, and we take so much of our brain width, you know, on trying to work this out. And ultimately we all did it after a visualization and, you know, an event like this that stirs you up, that pushes you past your current limits, you know, and we can get out of our own way. And we all did it so quickly and so profoundly, and it was really surprising to me. So I'm going to be really diving into why that is and how that happens, and I cannot wait to share that with you guys so that you can really benefit from it, even if you can't necessarily get yourself to a Tony Robbins event at this stage. So keep a lookout for that. I can't wait to definitely, I'm going to be diving into everything that I've gone through over the last week, and definitely you know, creating some systems for you guys that you can too get the benefit from, even if you are in your current environment. So I am kind of running late, so I'm going to check in with you guys, and then I'm going to sign off and send you all my love. So I've got Hassani and Dennis and Stephen and Steve and Alexandria, awesome, and Ram and Craig and Yabase and Maha, and yes, love it, Hassani, yes we can, and Adele and Dennis, loud and clear, awesome, yes. I'm glad. I should have probably checked in with you guys earlier, but I'm glad you could hear me. That's awesome. And Yakub and Jamie's here. Awesome. And Rashed and Lucy. Oh, you beautiful. I saw a beautiful picture of you, Lucy, and you look like you are on fire. And it was so beautiful to see your journey and your progress. And I can't wait to see you again when I get back to the States. And Ram, I'm loving that you're loving the insights. And Rashed, if possible after the event, can you give us tools and new views so we can help the locals in the Netherlands? Absolutely, Rashed. That's part of my mission, is to really grow myself and give everything that I learn, everything that matters most, everything that I've found valuable, in the hope that you guys too can find value in it. So definitely, Rashed, and thank you so much. And Tahia and Melita and Andrew and Ashok and Ram, big thanks for summarizing learning, so appreciate. Absolutely, you're so welcome as always, Ram. And Gary's here, and Hassani, that's interesting because I would think that he would start it off with clarifying your mission and purpose, but that makes perfect sense to wait until you're in your peak state. Love this, V. Appreciate you so much for sharing every day. Oh, thank you so much, Hassani. And yeah, it was the reason why, and I know you can see that now, but ultimately we need to remove our blocks before we can really get into an abundant mindset. And so a big part of the work that we've been doing is all this removing of the blocks, identifying what our current values are, both towards values, the values we want to move toward and have more of in our lives, and also away from values, which are, you know, all those major fears and how they manifest within us. And when we can really, so yesterday, a couple of days ago, we identified what our current set of values were. Yesterday, we attached them to our goals, and we really shifted everything. And I had another major breakthrough, but I want to go into that. I need to give you guys more background before, like, you can really appreciate what that was. So I can't wait to share more of that with you guys. And I love that, Hassani, and thank you so much. It's you guys light me up. I couldn't think of not jumping on Facebook Live for you guys, and I love you guys actually joining me and finding value in this. So thank you. And yes, so I don't know how to say your name. And you're so welcome, Rashed and Paul and Philippe. I'm that mission too. Big hug. Awesome. And Dennis, one sentence purpose. So glad you are attending. Yeah. amazing. I haven't put my purpose, like fully integrated it yet, so I'm going to be doing that tomorrow, but I'll just share it with you guys because I'm really loving it, and it's really touching my heart. So the purpose of my life is to be a loving, authentic source of empowerment and to contribute to the beauty of humanity and to light myself and others up. So I'm going to tweak it a little bit. I'm going to make sure that it's really integrated in me throughout the processes today. But really that encapsulates what I think life is all about. You know, the beauty of humanity. It's about growing and giving, and it's about being of service, and it's about lighting each other up, you know, and keeping each other in peak states throughout our existence, you know, and we get to choose that. So I can't wait to really solidify that within myself and definitely share some processes that you guys can utilize as well. And Jennifer, thanks for being here. And Joel, yeah, don't be, Tony will be mad. Oh yeah, I won't be late. I'm a little bit late just for a team meeting, so I'm gonna rush off now. And Lee's here, and Huandini, and Sidali, and step into it. Yes, absolutely, Joel. And Philippe, where can I contact you and bring you to Mexico? Oh, that'd be amazing. Just send me a message with who you are and what you do, Philippe. I'd love to connect, and always open to new opportunities to live my mission and my purpose and serve others. So thank you so much. And Ram, we already if you I'd just say, if you prefer to email me, you can email me at vanessa@vanessajanepatrick.com. So if that's easier for you. And Ram, we already see you well on the track of your purpose. Oh, thank you so much, Ram. You always know how to touch my heart. I so appreciate that. And Hassani, you're already awesome at your purpose V. Thanks for sharing. Oh, you guys light me up, absolutely. And thank you so much for those kind words. That absolutely resonates and means so much to me. So thank you, Hassani, and thank you, Ram. And Liam's here, and Linda, always grateful to see you. And oh, thank you, Lucy. You guys are too kind. And Sahel, and awesome, guys. So really, that was my message for you guys. Just a real bit of a recap from yesterday. Today's the last day. Can't wait to integrate it all. I never want this event to end. I wish that our everyday lives were exactly like what goes on in that room. That would be an extraordinary life. So if you guys haven't ever been to a Tony Robbins event, please put it on your bucket list. I want you to at some stage get to an event. I highly recommend getting to Date with Destiny. I know a lot of people say go to UPW first and then get yourself to Date with Destiny. I kind of just say go straight to Date with Destiny. You get much more time with Tony Robbins. It's longer, it's better, it's more in depth. I just prefer it. And there's a lot of people. There's probably about 30 or 40% of the room haven't been to a UPW. I think they've all watched I'm Not Your Guru on Netflix and decided I'm going to Date with Destiny, and they're so grateful that they did. So that's my recommendation to you guys, but totally up to you. I know it's much more expensive than UPW, but I'm telling you, the money that you put down for this event, like you might sweat in beforehand, but I'm telling you from personal experience, this is my second Date with Destiny, that you will walk out of that room and you will think that $5,000 was an absolute steal. So bear that in mind and work towards it, whatever it takes. You know, get resourceful, make it happen. That is my wish for you guys, from the depths of my heart. And Stephen's here, and Sahel, and Jacob, stay in your own light, absolutely. And Marco. All right, guys, I am sending you all of my love, light, blessings, gratitude, energy, enthusiasm, everything extraordinary coming to you to wherever you are in the world today. I hope you're having an incredible day. I hope it's going to be as empowering as my day. And just a last question here, Hassani, what's the biggest difference you've received from the first time you went? Great question. Always love this. So I think that the very first time I went, the major day and breakthrough for me was the relationship day that ultimately set me on the path that I'm on now. And I started as a relationship coach because wow, is that day powerful. Like, and the tools are so simple, but so profound, and it blows your mind that we are not educated on this stuff outside of that room and that event. And that's what set me on this purpose and mission. So that was one of the major things then. But now, you know, I've spent the last 4 years really studying and diving really deep in relationships, so that wasn't a major breakthrough for me. I teach all of that stuff, so that wasn't major. It was just good reinforcement, and to see the interactions and engage with people on that level. But this time around, I'm really focused on serving at higher levels, getting beyond my fears, my doubts, my insecurities, and really upping my level of contribution and service to the world. So that's been my main focus. So back at the first event that I went to, I was a law student, and you know, I didn't have my own business or anything then, so it was completely different. And now where I'm at, I went into this event knowing that I really wanted to take it up a notch, and I knew I had some fears and some self-doubts going on that were preventing me from really moving forward and progressing in my business. And you know, I've only been doing my own thing by myself for the last 6 months. So, you know, that's been kind of new and really challenging and absolutely freaking exciting. Yeah, so that's really my main thing. But I also, you guys have been following along, you know, I shared my first breakthrough with you guys in terms of the relationship thing, in terms of valuing freedom so much. And I've got so much to talk to you guys about, but I'm just not going to do it on today's message. But ultimately, that was a major transition for me. So with the first event, I was already in a great relationship, but that day took it to an extraordinary level. And coming into this event, like I shared with you guys the other day, I was really kind of scared of relationship at this point, because I'd equated control to relationship from my past experience. And I really do believe that love equals freedom. And if there's no freedom, it's not love. And I just wasn't quite sure whether a relationship could simultaneously be complete love and freedom. And that's what I've discovered. So I have made a major breakthrough in that area, and I can't wait to share more of that with you guys. But I am completely open to relationship at this point. And yeah, so that was a major difference for me as well. But in terms of the actual event content, it's pretty much the same. There's definitely a lot of tweaks, and I wouldn't, you know, I think that who you are and the stage of life that you're in and what you're currently dealing with makes the difference, because you utilize the content in a completely different way. And that's why it's an event that I'm going to come back to each year. Is what I would love to do. Once a year, really get into this event. Eventually, yeah, anyway, I won't go into that. I could go on and on and on. I'm just going to go on here. Hang on. I'll just block that person. And Rashed, you're the new motivator in the world. Only time that world will discover you. Oh, you're so kind, Rashed. And Mwem Bitsya, hope you catch the recording, get a ton of value. And Rashed, that is what I believe in you. Time will tell that you will understand. You are too kind, Rashed. Thank you so much for those beautiful words. Guys, I'm sending you all of my love again, and I will see you guys tomorrow. I'll give you a recap of the final day, and hopefully I've still got a voice then so I can do that. And then I will be getting on a flight back home to Australia. So I don't know how that's going to work, but it's going to be fun, and I'm sending you all of my love, and I can't wait to see you guys tomorrow.